Your mere beauty, Miss Moira, brings me to my knees. I'm just kidding. Come back. Not yet.
Okay, first of all, Moira, I got bangs because of you.
I love them.
I got Moira bangs.
Yes.
How are you guys feeling? The journey is over.
It is over, but it has just begun.
But it's just begun. Calvin, once you get to the outside, are you ever going to eat an oyster again? That was one of the best things I've ever watched.
Oh my goodness. I will probably never eat another oyster again. I don't want to jinx it. It is an aphrodisiac, but let me tell you, I was not aroused eating that oyster. Just wasn't for me. That was interesting. You know, it was one of those things where I'm not a huge seafood person, but we made it through. Another obstacle along our journey.
Oh my God, that was so funny when you ate that oyster, and afterwards I was like, do you like them? He's like, yeah, I just the first time trying it.
Yeah.
You two, you know, Calvin was the one that turned Moira's head away from James all the way back in the beginning. But you both kind of had your heads on swivels like the whole time. Why do you think it was so hard to just kind of give yourselves to each other?
You know, the last time we came around, Calvin and I got coupled back up, and is when I really felt at home there. It was like that last week and a half that like the whole experience made it all work.
Absolutely. I think for me personally, Moira was the first girl that I took on a date and really got to know in the villa, first connection there. And there was something that I couldn't put my finger on that was just not in alignment. And for a while, I thought that it was something to do with Moira. And our time apart really allowed me to see that there were things that I needed to work on, and that it wasn't Moira's responsibility or any other person's responsibility to, you know, bring out my best self or put these things out in the open, but it was on me. And so once I learned that and figured that out, once we got back together and connected back up, it was just light years ahead. So I wouldn't change a thing, which is kind of crazy to say. We talked about this a lot, but because of the journey that we've had and the time that we have spent apart, it really has brought us closer together.
So how do you guys hope that you were perceived by viewers? Because I know you kind of don't know yet. You don't have your phones back.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most people would just want for people to see who they truly are and, you know, respect that, whether it's agreeing with what they've like put out there or not. And I really hope that I just get that, you know, sort of feedback from people, and is that I'm whether they agree with my decisions or not, or however they feel about me, like it's not going to be hate or, you know, anything nasty.
I totally agree. I think that coming into the villa and this whole experience, I really wanted to just be myself and have a real experience in a almost crazy setting, if that makes sense. Like the villa is not a normal, it's a very out there experience, but to bring that realness. And so personally, I feel like every situation, every conversation, and every connection that I did experience was a very real connection, and it was a real process for me. I've experienced stuff like that outside the villa, and we were talking about it's easy to want to grab onto a connection really quick, and hopefully, you know, that works out, and then you just kind of like brave the storm. And that's really not the way we took it. We experienced it the way we would in the real world, which is, you know, coming full circle back together and really making things work. And so, yeah, hopefully people can see that I'm pretty down to earth, but do like to have fun.
Yeah, I was told by a few people that I need to see your body roll, and I don't know what that means, Calvin.
Is that, were you told that? Is that going for right now? I mean,
yes.
He has the best body roll.
Let me give y'all a little.
Out of all the body rolls.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
That was it. Oh my gosh,
Wait, it was lagging. You got to do it again.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Encore.
I'm just
Encore.
Starting to feel illegal.
That's
Woo.
I love it. Moira, the coupling with Connor was super interesting in the way that everything unfolded, because Mackenzie like felt betrayed by it, and then she was like one of your best friends, and then Connor also told me that he felt like he maybe led you on in a little bit. So how did you feel getting caught up just between these two?
Oh my gosh. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Connor. I love them. It was a really interesting dynamic to be put in that situation, and to try and like get through it. I had known that a lot of the girls in the villa had to just, pick different guys at different points, and we all were friends. So I was under the impression that it'd be okay if I, had Connor as a partner, because like I said, it's part of the experience. And then to find out that she wouldn't be okay with that was hard to hear, but she did say she had like no hard feelings, so that was good. But I was still a little bit that hurt, I think, the relationship, the friendship a little bit. And then to be partnered with Connor, that was I love Connor to death, but
me too, by the way.
Yes, but that was interesting, because he definitely wanted to keep it just friendship. He mentioned that he was trying to make it more than friends, but that he couldn't get there. And this is life. Like, I totally understand. You can't force anyone to try and become more than friends. So I just had to like pick my feet up, pick my head up and just keep moving on. But like I said, he's one of my best friends. He's honestly one of the easiest people to talk to in the villa as well.
Yeah, well, at the end, when Connor left, you were like, go get Mackenzie, like rooting them on. Now they are together, like physically together.
Really, that's crazy.
I know. I love it.
Gus has his daddy back.
Yeah.
So you guys finally found your way back to each other. And it seemed like you guys were friends for a little bit, that made out sometimes. But then towards the end, I was like, oh, this is like getting relationship-y. So where are things going to go from here? Do you have a plan?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was interesting coming out of the whole Cosmore experience and finding each other again, growing apart, growing back together, and establishing our friendship, which I think was definitely crucial in where we're at right now and in building off of that connection. And so ever since I came into the villa, I remember having the first conversation with Moira, and she was coupled up, not with me at the time. And she said she wanted to take things day by day. And that was fine with me. I was 100% there. And our whole time in the villa, it's really been day by day, because things change so drastically at every hour, every minute, every conversation. And it's worked out really well so far. And so moving forward outside of the villa, outside of Love Island, and into the world, the real world, right? There's going to be a lot of distractions. There's going to be distance, there's going to be friends, family, work, all these other different things that are happening, not to mention everything else that's happening in the world right now. And so I think the best thing, and we have talked about this thing that we can do, is really take things day by day without a pressure to put labels on things, without pressure to, go faster than we feel that we should or feel that we need to, and just experience life and chase moments. That was a big theme that we had in the villa, was just chasing moments, whether that's sleeping out on the day bed or eating grilled cheese together. It's just having a good time. So definitely looking forward to a lot more of those moments.
If I was saying like the what are we, like what would you guys say that you are? Talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
Definitely.
We're absolutely talking.
We're
Yes.
seeing each other, if that's like
Seeing each other.